Hey guys, Joe here, and today I want to bring you a strategy breakdown of the Town Hall 9 GOVAHO. I don't want to just talk the strategy through, but I want to show you what the attacker is seeing. How many of you have seen a replay like this and still confused on what's going on during the attack, or not quite understanding why the attacker did the things he did? Yes, this is a Town Hall 10 on Town Hall 9, and a great cleanup attack by Xandu. However, this is not the attack I'm going to break down. Due to the Town Hall 10 having 20 more camp housing space and one additional spell that the Town Hall 9s do not have, so this attack would be unrealistic to compare to your war unless you are a Town Hall 10. Now the attack that I'm going to bring you today is an actual Town Hall 9 versus Town Hall 9 with 220 camp space, so it's more realistic to apply here. The composition he brings is 2 golems, one in his clan castle. These units target defensive structures, which most of you already know, followed by his wizards, which are used for cleaning up the outside units or structures for funneling his Valkyries, as well as, and then he brings 8 wizards, so that's about realistic for the outside of the base. And then also he brings 7 wall breakers, which you need to open up your compartments. And then also he brings 8 Valkyries, 6 Valkyries, and the Valkyries are really just replacing a golem because they're so tanky, but they also do high DPS. And then he also brings 18 hogs for the back end of the attack, and then followed by 3 heal spells and 1 jump and 2 poisons. This is the base we're going to review, and I'm going to freeze the video here and explain what the attacker is seeing on this anti 3-star layout. Most of us look at these bases and search for the Town Hall first. However, with this strategy, the Town Hall is not the focal point in the beginning, because we end up not destroying this side of the base. So why do most experienced attackers start on the opposite side of these anti 3-star layouts instead of the Town Hall side? Well, first in our planning, we need to identify the most likely trap locations, starting with the giant bombs. The double giant bomb locations on this base are fairly easy to identify. We want to take out as many of these bombs as possible to avoid having to deal with them when it comes to using our hogs. Next, these easily identified 2x2 or 4x2 empty tile locations would more than likely be Tesla locations. Now, with the major trap locations identified, we would bring the first phase of our attack in through this side to engage the clan castle troops and destroy the enemy queen, since she's co-located. Atomic is going to start by dropping his 2 golems up in this location to distract the defenses like seen here. This allows him to deploy his wizards to start creating the funnel for Valkyries, since they love group structures like these. At the same time, he is dropping his wall breakers to create the initial entry points for his troops. Once the entry points are open and the funnel is created, he deploys his heroes and Valkyries, in which the orange arrows signifies the most likely pathing that the Valkyries will take with a jump spell dropped in this location. And also, since Valkyries seek group structures like the ones circled here. At this stage of the attack, majority of the defensive structures and clan castle troops in this portion of the base have been removed, which can allow us to focus our attention on this section of the base. This leads us to the second phase of the attack, which is the back-end hogs portion. The boxes signify possible locations to drop 3 to 4 hogs to target the defensive structures circled in red. In this area is where most of your heal spell usage will occur in order to finish taking out the remaining defensive structures. For here on, it's mainly cleanup for the 2nd and 3rd stars. I'm going to unfreeze this screen, and we're going to go ahead and watch Atomic do it live. Atomic starts out by dropping his 2 golems up top, followed by his wizards for creating that funnel, and then his wall breakers. But Atomic uses 2 separate groups of wall breakers to try to open up 2 separate compartments. If you attempt to do this, make sure that you drop your wall breakers simultaneously. Either that, or you're going to end up opening up one of the 2 compartments and your golems are going to go in together, opposed to split like you wanted them to do. So as you see here, the golems are going to go ahead and split up and take on 2 different sets of defensive structures, but at this point the Valkyries have already been wiped out by that dragon, and the poison spell finishes it off with the assistance of the Archer Queen. And then one of the expos has already been taken out on the eastern side, as the Barbarian King on the opposite side is taking out a giant bomb location, followed by working on that additional expo. At this point, Atomic starts to work his hogs into the base, which they meet up at that air defense and trigger a giant bomb location at the same time. And then also, Atomic starts dropping his hogs from the southern portion of the base to start meeting up with that first group that's already working on the Teslas and working their way into a heal spell, which leaves Atomic with 1 heal spell left over and a few defensive structures left on the southeastern portion of the base. And then Atomic drops his heal spell to finish out the raid and get his hogs back up to health, since he knew that there was a giant bomb location on that portion of the base. So at this portion is where the hogs are starting their cleanup portion, and the Archer Queen still got a little bit of health, and one of her archers from her Royal Cloak ability triggered the last additional giant bomb location before the Queen actually got there. Even though she doesn't have enough health to take on that enemy king, enough damage was done to him to take out the hogs, or taken out by the hogs, which leaves the remainder of his hogs to finish up and finish off this base and take out the town hall for that 3rd star. Hey guys, Joe here, and if you made it to this part of the video, thank you. Be sure to follow me on Twitter, and I appreciate and am humbled by every single like and comment that's dropped down below. Help me out by giving me some feedback and tell me where I can get better at this whole YouTube thing. And I only solely do this for the passion of the game and the family aspect. So, as always, you take care.